Right, God bless you. So, today I fasted from my phone. I give it a try in La La Land. You gotta try in this place, right? Might cut out the fatigue, might cut out the programming. And maybe we've come here, guys. Maybe we're in a place like Revelation 13 when he takes the woman someplace or something like this to hide him from the dragon while she gives birth or something like this. And information out there, guys, it's information overload. It's just absolutely oozing. If you want info, it's there. You know, fake, lies, truth. Truth's harder to find than anything else right now. And as you know, I'm a visual discerner, right? I see demons, I see energies, I see soul ties when they connect to me. I see all kinds of things. All kinds of things, right? Like little invisible tubes that just suck onto your energy field, your spirit, your aura, right? And that's it, you got soul tie or something. You know, these people think they can try and connect to me, and it's like they think they're being smart. It's like, you know, I can see you trying to connect to my dome, dude. You're not gonna do it. Not unless God lets you. And if I ain't sinning, you know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, then it's whatever, right? It's all up to God. Let's talk about. Video's going to be what it is. I've got up a few things I want to show you. My pal sent me the Moonbow stuff today. Right. Moonbow. Let's go over the Mandela narrative. Moonbows don't exist. They don't exist. Not in their reality, right? They don't exist. They don't exist. They don't exist, but they do here. They do here. Where's here? Do you know where this is? I don't know, but would you safely say it's a secret place? Under the shadow of the Most High. I seem to fear that this place could be something called Bosra. I haven't done any research on this. This is all I can get up in the King James Bible. And the person that said that this could be Mystery Bosra, right? They didn't really back it up. You know, they just said it's in the Bible. And apparently Micah and Amos are the most likely explanations for the effect, right? For the changes. But I will send fire upon to man, which shall devour the palaces of Bosra. Well, we know there's dimensions. Kinda. This is an example. Another example. There's revelation in this video, guys, if you want it. It was about 3 months back. I went to meet my cousin in the park. She's born again. She's a believer. She's seen miracles happen to her. Quite a few. And I got to meet her, and I get there, right? And there's something in my head fuzzies as I see her. Just like a demon zap. If you got my kind of discernment, guys, you've got demons in you, right? And you know they're there. When they play up, you feel them. That's how sensitive my discernment is. When I get a thought, I know it's from an indwelling or it's from an outside source. You know, Satan constantly fires negative thoughts at you. You ever walk down the street and you walk past somebody and you think a bunch of shit about somebody who's walking past you? You're judging them and all this crap. And you're like, and then you go, hang on, I don't do that stuff. Yeah, that's because you've got discernment now. You can tell when what they're firing at you. Hey, all that. Don't like other humans. Things like this. And I go to meet my cousin. She's there. And I tell you, I get like this blur in my head. Like, zzz. All right then. And then I remember just for like 1 or 2 seconds snapping at her. And she turned away from me, right? All right. Then I like come back in the room. Do you know? All right, what's it's all about, right? And then later on I discern, you know, it's just, it's a demon I got attached to my head, right? I know it's there. And, but trust me, I fasted, guys. I tried to get it off. This one's put there, I think. I don't know what to say or do about it, but, you know, I'm trying. If I could find a legit deliverance minister who could tell his ass from his elbow, I'd be out there in a flash. It's like, I'm coming. Here I come. All I can find is Mickey Mouse deliverance ministers. In fact, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, guys, but in Leeds, I'm your man. No joke. And anyway, what am I going to say? Oh, yeah, back to my cousin. I think about it a bit later and I go, you know what? That's what demons don't like born again people. They don't like anything in particular. They don't like themselves. But, you know, particularly if they see God in somebody, they'll try and cloud your thinking. Try its best, right? But it won't work because you see through it. So, all right. So I got revelation that, you know, whatever it is attached to my head saw God, you know, in my cousin. And that's how that is. And then it was about 3 nights ago, I had a dream, right? And I see my cousin. And she's taking her pilot's lesson. This is all I got. She's taking her pilot's lesson. All right, okay. But it wasn't just for a little plane. It was for a jumbo jet. You know, big 4-engine, big plane, huge plane. And in the dream, my eyes defocused. And I became jealous or bitter at the level of confidence and intelligence this person was showing. So like that demon was going, you're not allowed to do that. You can't do this. Right? And then it was part of me for a brief moment. But I thought, I wouldn't be like that. Just, you know, I love my cousin. You're doing good. But it didn't. But the point is, it's reflective of a revelation moment I had 3 months back. And I have a dream, and I perceive the dream as a different reality in my dream. So maybe that day, when that demon flared up in me, it's seen an alternative reality. And God's revealed it to me in my dream to give you revelation for this video right now. Complex, huh? But can you keep up? Can you keep up, buddy boy? Quantum entanglement, strings theory, you name it. Let's roll it, right? So that's what that is. Maybe what I think I'm seeing. So when I look out the window, I go, there's my garden. But what I could actually be seeing could be anything. And I got this other idea. When you're born, this vessel, this flesh, it's in an unprogrammed state. Now it's eyes open. Now your senses are taking in information. They're taking in the area you're looking at, everything you look at, everything you hear, and you've got senses, as in pain, as in pleasure, all that, right? And the only file you've got, right, is the information you bring in from your senses. We're talking, you know, neural things here, networking, neural link, Elon Musk type stuff. You're only bringing in the information your senses has. So you're like a clean slate when you're born, right? So you could be born, and I don't know if this is how it works, so let's just say an unclean spirit enters you as a child, right? That unclean spirit can't access your data and share it with other people because you don't have the data. You see, you're like a computer. So you have to go through life to get experience so you can speak these things. Does that make sense? Because it does to me. So if you get somebody and they're only 10-year-old, they've only got a certain amount of memories. Senses, inputs, and experience, right? They've only got so much stuff. And I saw in a video game once, it was like this demon thing game, right? I'm shooting demons and shit left and right. This spirit descends on this old woman, and the old woman speaks, and the spirit speaks through the woman. And it said, this vessel doesn't have the ancient knowledge I need to tell you what you need to know. This vessel doesn't have enough ancient wisdom. And for some reason, it couldn't give her the wisdom. She had to experience it herself and learn it. Otherwise, it couldn't put it into words. Does that make sense? Good, because we're on a bit of a cutting edge here. If you ain't got the information in you, if you were born, right, and then you were in a coma for 20 years, right? That's all you'd know. What are you going to dream? What are you going to see? What are you going to perceive? You'd only have certain senses available to you in memory. Like you might look forward to going for a wee, right? Because that would be a sense. If you ain't got eyes, you're in a coma. I don't know. What do you think? You might look forward to different parts of your deep coma sleep. But you'd have a certain amount of things, senses, that your vessel has become aware of, and it's stored in data. And I personally think your data is stored in the soul and spirit. I hope you can keep up with that, man, because it's pretty cutting edge. Come to me. This has taken me time, guys. Been on a bit of an intermittent fast, a bit of a Daniel one. So, regarding my cousin in the park and seeing different realities, I get revelation in the dream. This gets as complex as you want it to get. It really does. So, bear that in mind, that the things we're encountering with the Mandela, and remember the Mandela is just a word. It's a word by man. And God tells us that man's not worth much like that, you know what I mean? Unless his word's been spoken. Just... So where are we? A place where a moonbow is real. If you're like me, you know these don't exist. The light of the moon makes a rainbow now. That's as you don't have to go in X, Y, Z and scooby-doo muck light refractions and brr. No. Moons did not, do not, have never not, in all this vessel's experience, make fucking rainbows. They don't make them, man. They don't. I've never, ever heard of it. Never seen it in one textbook. Never, ever. But now, dude, they do. Right? Now they do. And here we have something, when you see this, moonbow's rare. Where can you see a moonbow? Where can you see a moonbow? When can you see a bow? Why do moonbows occur? You know this thing is fucking lying to you. Sorry for swearing. I'm trying to reduce my swearing to like 90%. So I'm allowed that one. You know, people also ask. See? People also ask. Let's simplify this. What are they asking and why? Do they ask about moonbows? Do they? Because we know, internet, Google, you're the AI serpent. That's right, you're the serpent. Another thing that happened today, man, I fasted from my phone. I went out and I started to do it. I started to go 6 hours without my phone. That's it. I'm planning on doing days, but I got to find some stuff to keep me occupied. I don't know about you guys, but I can't just sit there like a Bible zombie and read the Bible all day. Yes, don't get me wrong. I love that I got the Bible. I love that I can read the Bible. I love that I can go charge up my spirit and do all that. But I'm like, Well, I really don't want to read the Bible for another hour right now. Maybe I like to read the Bible for about 15 minutes a day, if that. Because I find it hard to decode. I find it hard to understand. I still find it hard to understand, but I try. And when you're trying to gain the promises of God in this place and they're not happening, it can frustrate you. But anyway, let's just jump back onto moonbows. Moonbows. Where are we? Well, let's say we're in mystery land. Let's say we're in mystery dimensional secret land under the Most High. How about that? But you can go to the government UK and they'll tell you. Have you noticed these things as well, guys, on internet sites? Always asking you if you'll accept. Always asking you if you'll accept our cookie policy. That cookie policy's got more to it than you think. I think it's got a spiritual kind of hook-up going on there. Moonbow. Not all rainbows appear during the day. Liar. When the sun goes down, a rarer version of this natural light show can be seen. The moonbow, also known as a lunar bow. What is a moonbow? A moonbow, sometimes known as a lunar bow, is an optical phenomenon. So it at least admits it's a phenomenon. Let me guess. The light's got to hit the mist perfectly. We get a rainbow reflection and blah, blah, blah. When the light from the moon is refracted through water droplets... Man, they're just telling you the same shit. A moonbow... When the light from the moon is refracted through water droplets in the air, they're telling you it's a fucking rainbow. It's a rainbow that comes out under the light of the moon. Right? So you know they're full of it. There's video footage of a moonbow. Here's one over Cumbria. Heralds arrival of spring 2019 moonbow. Oh yeah, because when I take my camera out to take a photo at fucking night, I always see I can always zoom in on the fucking moonbow. Not because there's no light. Duh. There's no fucking light, man. But you got to admit, in this place, when that moon turns it up a notch, you can almost see the colours at night time now. I used to walk through the woods, and I used to think, damn, it's dark, spooky. And sometimes now when you walk through the woods, you're like, well, the moon's absolutely kicking chicken. I can almost see the green grass. Look, guys, cut the crap. We're someplace different. We're someplace different. And all your memories, when I was earlier, I was talking about what your vessel sees and hears is the only thing it can work off. So you go, how do you account then if you're in some place where we're not supposed to be, or we're in some mystery place, or we're in some kind of protective place, or something like this? We don't know. How can you interact with other people who are experiencing this phenomenon at the same time, yet still call this place a matrix? It's because when your vessel interacts with somebody and it's got a memory, it can be implemented into the matrix. The matrix can bring you new stimuli. So you meet somebody tomorrow on the line and it's like you've got really similar things happen to you and you're talking. Their matrix can be running their end and your matrix can be running your end, and you can both agree that let's just do a comparison of the Earth's maps. And I send him a screenshot. So does it look like this at your end? And he says yes or no. You see what I mean? You're cross-examining what the AI serpent, this lying thing that's still in this realm, is giving you. That's how you'd have to do that. You'd have to both have fixed points of references. Because you're both, what you're doing, you're witnessing. So if you go, right, does the USA look like this for you? You send a photo of the map on Google and you send it and it goes, yes. But can it? Can it look different to them? You see what I'm saying here? There's something trying to disrupt witnessing here. So, bear in mind what I just told you. I told you this video was going to be quite hard to understand. I told you some of this stuff, guys, in quantum mechanics, you cannot use English. You have to use hieroglyph mathematics. So you could both be looking at something and it could be different. But you're both agreeing it looks the same. Now, is that not the perfect deceitful trick? So you go, well, is there anything we can do to express your idea clearly? And I can't say anything right now, guys, because the idea's still cooking. I don't really want to play with it because it's mentally draining. Mentally tiring in this place to do so. So you go, right, have you ever been to China? So let's say Bob's in America and I'm John in the UK and I go to Bob and we're trying to get on, we're trying to figure out what's going on with this Mandela stuff. Have you ever been to China? He goes, no. I go, neither have I. And we go, how do we know it exists? Be fair. Unless you see it with your eyes, right? How do we both know it exists? Well, we can type it into the internet and there's Chinese people, we can look at videos and all this and blah, blah, blah. You go, right, well, it exists. And I could say, well, did China change shape for you, Bob? And he says, yeah. He says, was Mongolia part of your reality? He goes, no. And I go, no, it wasn't for me either. So the Earth's changed, right? Yeah, it's changed. Right? But until you get in a plane and fly to Mongolia, China, etc., and both of you observe it at the same time, it's not in a fixed state. It's in quantum state, and it's in flux because it's not being observed. See what I'm saying? You're in your house now. Can you see? Can you see into the attic of your roof? No, you cannot. So guess what? It doesn't technically exist, right? You're gonna have to do some gymnastics here, guys, for this effect to be right, and to explain things like fucking moonbows, dude. And you can go, there's one in Kentucky. Look, that's 10 hours ago. This is the one my buddy sent me. Aurora and rare moonbows light up the night. We've got more moonbows, right? There's the aurora borealis. There's magnetic field and atmosphere. And there's the moonbow. Yeah. Yeah. Hope I see a moonbow soon. Get the fuck out of town, man. How rare is a moonbow? Gotta tell you how rare it is, guys. You know what I mean? So if you go to videos, and I think I've actually got it up here.
It is one of our state's iconic natural features, Cumberland Falls, Niagara of the South.
Light them up like they do at Niagara Falls. And
So she's talking about it's an actual place you can go. Their actual, like, you know, pulling power for this place is that they've got a moonbow and you can witness it at certain times.
Support the falls in the same way so that when the light is filtered through the mist, it doesn't light it up as a moonbow any longer.
Oh, right, that's how it works.
Do not give themselves enough time here.
So what you could be looking at here, guys, is an element of the AI serpent in this reality, because your vessel's got the data in you that the phones are telling you things, right? The phones are telling you things about reality. Do you understand what I'm saying? The phones could just be an element of wherever we've been put, whether we've shifted, altered, or whatever, right? We've gone someplace with the Bible and all this stuff, or some people think you're in purgatory. Fucking feels like fucking purgatory in this place. Or it's just part of the Bible, the extraction process from when you get born again. Because you know what, guys? 2014, I started waking up. 2014, I saw the first mention of the Mandela effect on the David Icke forum. And it was just titles of movies that were backwards. They were just a bit off. Listen, man, there was only a few Mandelas. I went looking. There was only a few Mandelas. There was hardly any. And then from 2014, then I got the light up in my mum's kitchen. Guess what? Mandela's every place. My son dies. There's demons everywhere. I'm under attack all the time. Suddenly you know about spiritual warfare. Suddenly you're a guy who might have said one prayer a year. You're in prayer like all day. You know, something like this, or you're studying Bible or all this stuff, right? Because this is how deep this AI serpent, this serpent goes, right? And I can't say for sure, man, if where's that gone? I can't say for sure if God's timeline and the things that are happening are the same as what we're perceiving with reality. You see, the effect tells you a lot, guys. It tells you a ton of stuff. And I know I don't have the intelligence to do it. Well, a revelation. God does through me, but that's up to him when he does it. Now, I wanted you to jump onto something here. Now, you're aware that, you may or may not be aware that Armenia and, I can't say it, Azerbaijan. I get there, Azerbaijan. Come on, why do you look so awkward? I can't read you. Azerbaijan are absolutely pounding the shit out of each other in this reality. But I don't know if you've noticed, guys, this place has it has a narrative. There's just been a lot of close calls for war in the past 2 years, right? Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Armenia and Azerbaijan are absolutely killing each other, man. Go look online. They're proper going at it. They're knocking helicopters out of the sky with rockets. They're taking out supplies. They're bombing fucking buses by accident. They're doing all kinds of stuff, man. They're just absolutely going at it. And now they're getting out rockets like I had in that little dream vision I had. So it says here, I found this interesting relating to the revelation I had, right? Armenian MOD making many comments on what seems to be electronic warfare. They are asking citizens to ignore requests on turning off phones, as it is from the enemy through fake Armenian profiles and serve the strategic interests of the enemy. Now, we're now hyper weird, this place is, guys. Period, right? Hyper weird. Let's just have a look at this in context. Let's just say these two countries are at war now, and they are, apparently, in this reality. They're at war, and at some point, something online has decided to make lots of fake accounts. However, it injects it into Facebook's database, so any social media's database. Where have I seen that before? What have I banged my pots and pans about for the past 3 years? Artificial intelligence comments online. They're all fucking fake. Right? They're fake. Damn, man, this is complex stuff. They are asking citizens to ignore requests. Why would the AI want them to turn off their phones? Now let me jump on another part here. After I fasted from my phone today, I come home. I've done 7 hours off the phone, right? I chill out on my bed. I fire my phone up, right? And I'm scrolling for 10 minutes. It took about 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, my spiritual discernment, my visual discernment is fired up. Boom, 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 boom. I see a red orb here. I see a white orb here. I see something here. I see a flash of light crack off my head in the spirit. And it's like, well, that wasn't doing that till I went on my phone. And then the tone started up. Just this little silent background noise. Did I just jack into the Matrix, Neo? Did I just jack into the Matrix in Mystery Land? Is that what I did? Did you just rescan me? Had I broken connection from phone? And now you're giving me a custom reality on my phone? Yeah. Even if I wanted to play around with these ideas, guys, much more, I don't think I can prepare them in a way that is easy to understand, and it'd be my videos would be like, you'd like, gonna watch Flea's video, but I need 2 fucking whiskeys or something before I do it, man. You know what I mean? And even I'm like, I'll watch it back when I've had 2 whiskeys. It might make more fucking sense. So I just told you about the phone and the spiritual discernment, visual discernment disco lights, right? And then the tone kicking in. That has me convinced after watching this other guy's video about the nanos and the Morgellons, which they could be real, they could not be. In this place, guys, anything could be real and nothing could be real. You're in a fluxing state. Do you know what else does a fluxing state? A quantum computer. It is when a CPU is processing, it's either 1 or 0. It's never different. Do you know what a quantum computer is? Its base thing. What makes it a quantum computer? At the exact same time, it is neither a 0 and it is neither a 1. It fluxes between states. And therein is what these people say is where we extract the quantum computing power. Geordie Shaw said, but when I stood next to the first quantum computer I met, it was like an ancient alien heartbeat beating. You could hear it. You could feel it. And he's basically said, there's summoning the demon. Right? You got COVID coming up. They're going to chip your ass and they're going to slam you into the quantum reality. Right now, you're fluxing. Why do you think you're getting the earrings? You know, this blue light shit they kick out, it's coding you. That's why when I fasted from my phone for 7 hours and I come back, the connection tried to re-establish. The blue light, the LEDs. LEDs fucking coming out of the ass every place, man. You go down the street now, what are these fuckers doing, these NPCs, these apparitions? They've got their headlights on through the day. Check it out if you're not completely brainwashed and Mandela updated. They've got their lights on through the day. For this to work, it has to be faster than light. When I say I get spawning cars, I mean it. When I say I could be someplace quiet and somebody walks past me because I just started praying to God, I mean it. They're coming in from somewhere. But there's obviously still an element of protection. Because, you know, you can still get hurt. You understand what I'm saying here? There's still protection. Something insanely unbelievable is occurring right now, guys. You better believe it. You can't put it into words, this thing that's happening. I'm telling you, you can't do it. But you're going to see it, and you are seeing it, and you're going to feel it, and you are feeling it. And you're going to experience it, and you are experiencing it. It's only when your senses start becoming aware of it that you'll be aware that it's not right. You know, you walk past somebody in the street, and they say a bunch of things to you. It's like, how do you know all that about me? And they go, we know a lot about you. True story, I've had something very similar happen to me. Demon rose up and he says, your son's in here with us. That was in a drunk in a field someplace that I bumped into. We got talking. I thought chance to evangelise. Felt the spirits connect. And his demon twitched, could rise right up and he says, your son's in here with us. As evil as you want. And then bang, he was back in the room. He didn't know what the fuck he just said. He didn't know what the fuck he'd just done. Kind of like me with my cousin when I saw her in the park. You see? But then God let me discern it. I knew there was something evil in my head when I looked at my cousin that didn't like her and it didn't like God. Because she could pray over me and get that demon off me. That demon doesn't like her, it's a threat. Right? Right. That's the warfare. And you know what they've told you about demons, guys? They're 100 times smarter than you, and they've got ancient wisdom. They've been alive a lot longer. We're you know, look at us, man. You can't do this without God, guys. Period. The end. So jumping back on this, right? it's quite clear to me this place isn't full of people who are born again and awake, right? So in any situation like this, right, in this reality, I'd wager, you're really going to get close to things in this place, guys. You're not going to put your finger on it because it's doing a 0-1. It's fluxing between 0 and 1. It's fluxing. That's why you can't put your finger on it. It's like chaos. They're pulling in chaos. You put in chaos theory, right, for physics, and go look at it. That's going to give you an idea what's happening here. But I think God's holding it together even as chaos enters the realm. So you get so a computer by God, it's 0-1, it's 0-1, or it's a 1 or it's a 0. A computer by the evil side. I'm getting little demonic shocks here, guys. I don't like it. So the computer that the demon wants is chaos between 0 and 1, because that's where the evil energy is. That's where the key to the bottomless pit is. That's where the locusts are. That's what they want. They want that out. They want that out. They want that in. That's why God sealed it and put it away. You see, they've hacked reality. They're hacking reality. Now, my wager, you can get close, but like I just said, you'll never be quite a 0. You'll never be quite a 1 in this place, and it's reflecting in all the things now. So they are asking citizens to ignore requests on turning off phones as it is from the enemy through fake Armenian profiles and serve the strategic interests of the enemy. I'd wager, well, the update people are in this place, they want their phones on, they want their tablets on, they want the electricity on. They need it on. You understand that? Lord's going to risk knocking it out. Then it says here, the network is spreading information that at night there will be strong radiation and you need to cut phones, tablets and computers. This is misinformation. There will be no radiation. How stupid. I mean, let's just who was it? Armenians. You're not that stupid that they're going to send radiation through phones, tablets and computers, because you're still the regular people, right? You ain't got this discernment I got on the phones, where I'm telling you there's shit coming out of them, and it's hooking up to the quantum fucking realm. It's trying to grab hold of your spirit, being, will, emotions. It's helping them scan you and giving you a in-between state 0-1 existence, is it? Yeah. So in theory, your NPCs in Armenia, you want them on the phones, you want them using the phones. So who spawned in this? They're spawning what? Fake profiles pretending to be Armenians. And they want them to what? Your phones are going to give you radiation, turn them off. Right? But on the other hand, they say what? The network is spreading information at night, there'll be strong radiation, you need to cut phones. Then they're telling you not to turn it off, there will be no radiation. Now that puts you in between a 0 and a 1 in a quantum state. This is an example. So you're between fear, so you're taking into account all the demonic emotions. Fear, they're in war, so they've got more fear here, and they're saying the demons are saying we're gonna hit you with radiation in your phones. And then your trustworthy government, who is also a 0-1 between states, is saying, no, there's not. There'll be no radiation. Don't worry about it. So they're keeping you bouncing between the 0 and the fucking 1. That's what's going on in this place. It's gone quantum. Neither a 0 nor a 1. Chaos. And this is an example of it right here. Just this message on Aurora Intel that I found about 20 minutes ago. That's an example. of how you cut through the discernment with quantum computing. Now, even if the quantum stuff's legit, look guys, you're either a 0 or a 1. Bullshit, get out the door. You're not. You're harnessing chaos energy. You're bringing it in. That's all you're doing. You've opened a portal. Your quantum computers have opened a portal. Your CERN, Barry Big Bollocks CERN, you've opened the portal. It's not between a 0 and a 1. You're bringing in chaos. It's manifesting. Has manifested. And there's a battle to keep reality stable versus a battle to keep reality from the enemy into chaos. And we all know what the book of Revelation says. They're going to come up and out of that pit. Those angels are going to fall. All that stuff's going to happen. And don't your dreams confirm that, man? Anyway, I'm out, man. Hope the video was revealing to you guys, because it was for me. God bless you.